While the PM is busy meeting lefties from around the world, strangely, he just couldn't find time to squeeze in the man most likely to be the UK's next leader, Nigel Farage. Had time to talk about him, just not to him.
Well, I don't want to see the rise of populist organisations such as that. I met with the mainstream opposition party here, and I'm involved in parties of governance have to come up with solutions, not seek to divide people.
There's that enthusiasm again.
You would think he would learn. So before Trump begins his term as president, Albanese bags him, and now he's quickly trying to make up ground.
Exactly.
You would think you would learn from that. And note, Nigel Farage could very well be the next Prime Minister of the UK. Oh. Maybe don't call him a populist who's seeking to divide and employing the politics of grievance. Maybe just don't say anything at all if you can't say anything nice, bearing in mind you may well have to deal with this man in a very short space of time.
Well, he actually said this morning on the ABC that he would meet Nigel Farage if he became England's next PM. This is what he said.
Were he ever to be in a position, I respect people's positions and I engage with them.
So that's pretty disingenuous. If he becomes Prime Minister, then I will engage. No, you're already engaging as the leader of the nation. You should be smart enough to realise things change in the nature of politics with your allies. And so you make sure you've got relationships on all sides. So when it changes, you are well equipped to continue the national interest. That's what any smart politician would do.
What bothers me the most is he was asked about the rise of Reform UK Party, and we are going to go live to London later in the show to talk about just how meteoric that rise is. But he said he expressed concern over parties that, quote, seek to divide people. And again, it goes to back to that argument that we're just talking about. Nigel Farage has banked his whole career on talking about mass migration, and the British public believe him because when he talks about it, they know that he's being serious. Yeah. We have a problem with mass migration in this country, yet we run away from it. Nigel Farage talks about the con job that is net zero. Our government runs away from having that conversation, even though it's sending us broken backwards. We've lost count the number of renewables projects that have either been cancelled or delayed in the last couple of months alone. The costs are adding up. So he's actually attacking a party over policies that are mainstream issues. These are not issues that divide people. These are issues that everyday Aussies are concerned about, James.
And talk about the hide, accusing Nigel Farage of the politics of division. Grab a mirror and have a look into it. I mean, this is the man who bought a race-based referendum.
Yes.
This is a man who drags 3 flags everywhere he goes.
Exactly.
You want to talk about dividing the country, I would suggest Nigel Farage is not the first person you should be talking about.
No, exactly. But also, as a leader, shouldn't you just get to know leaders around the world? You know, you never make an assumption, just because Nigel Farage is not the leader of a major party. You don't make an assumption that, no, there's no way he's going to be Prime Minister. I mean, the latest opinion polls show he is well ahead of Labor, well ahead of the Conservatives over there in particular. They're doing so badly. Build the relationships now so that you're not caught on the hop saying you're scared of somebody like what he's done with Donald Trump, and then surprise, surprise, a couple of years later Donald Trump's back. So that is where Albo fails.